and have-nots to be like 5% shorter, each one. I want you to watch an episode of The Young and the Restless, because this is supposed to be a soap opera. No one's dialogue on The Young and the Restless is like this. You don't have to talk about the random plant in the corner for 25 minutes on one damn scene.
They talk about random plants. It was a blood stain on the floor for 5 episodes. I can't take it. We need to pick this up. I'm sorry. I love the Have and the Have-Nots, and I continue to watch it in its 5th season, but I get so mad when I can go get myself a glass of water and come back and he had just started the next sentence in his first paragraph. I can't stand it.
They just want to get the point across.
It's not but you don't get the point for 4 episodes. It's too much. So, now according to ET Online reports, Tyler Perry has a pre-cut and dried response to, a pretty cut and dry response to the rumors about him and Oprah. Here's what he says. It's completely false.
What was that? That was your Tyler Perry impression? Oh, God. What?
That was my Medea voice.
Oh.
Nothing is accurate in this article except for mine and Oprah's names. That's what he said. I mean, you see what I mean? You gotta stick around. I mean, every Tuesday at 7 p.m. I mean, they pay us to do this. So we go off every week right here on BeExposedRadio.com.
Check out what you missed on Be Exposed Radio.
Listen to Elizabeth Warren talking about Black lives and Black life.
Police are not occupying armies. This is America, not a war zone. I speak today with full knowledge that I have not personally experienced and can never truly understand the fear, the oppression, and the pain that confronts African Americans every day.
Don't you just want to kill yourself? I mean, not from what she was saying, but from the music that was playing in the background. I just want to, oh gosh, but every word she said was prolific, and it did not come from what is now becoming mainstream as white privilege. She has a sensibility about her, and the way she speaks about different things that has, from the first time I saw her, I can't remember what state she's in. I think she's in like North Carolina or something like that, somewhere I'm not going. That some kind of sensibility about her that makes me like her for president. But she's not running. We have this old guy that looks like he should be on the popcorn box. Then we have Martin O'Malley. Fine. We'll settle if we must. Hillary, who I like, but she just has to fight against all this controversy, and that's the hard part of it all. Then we have Huckabee. I could have swore he died, like in one of those books, like a fairy tale book. Trump, we'll get to you in a moment. Meet with all these black folk in one room, and they just fell for it. Like, he must have been giving out $100 bills behind them.
Check out the Talk Lately show every Tuesday nights from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. right here on Be
everybody,
Exposed
check
Radio.
out what you missed on the one and only Be Inspired radio show.
I'm just thankful this year I've dealt with, you know, some growing pains, and I've overcome some things, and I've also, you know, accomplished some things in the process. I've learned some things. Like,
yes.
I've learned that Man, I learned that everybody loves your work until they got to pay for it. That's what I learned. That's what I learned. I learned everybody loves what you do.
The pay?
I mean,
not always.
Listen, the Bible says money answereth all things.
Well,
okay, and there is a place. There is a place where finances is necessary. And when you got kids and when you got a wife and then you doing everything and you know you top dog at what you do, especially when you weren't in the same place you like with this radio show. You ain't in the same place you were a year ago. Should nobody be coming on the show and not donating to your show?
Can you say that on my show?
Should nobody be coming to your show?
Can you say that in the middle of the live?
Yeah, make that a promo, please.
Should nobody come on this show without donating?
That is a nice commercial.
I don't care if it's $20.
Donate.
Tune in to Be Inspired every Wednesday live at 7 p.m. right here
Check
on
out
Be
this
Exposed
flashback
Radio.
of the Artist Exchange Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com.
So we're gonna get a little bit into the album with Miss Amira and learn the basis of it, the Banji soul of it all. So let us know, first of all, what is Banji soul?
Banji soul is basically just real. It's real soul. It's real. It's not cut down. It's not watered down. It's, you know, how as hot as it came off of my mind and my heart. That's what it is. And a lot of the times I get a little tangy, you know, banji, ratchet, whatever, however you like to put it, classify it. But I like to say banji, you know, because I'm classy.
Banji is a little classier.
It's a little classier. That's got your pinky up. Right. You got your pinky up with that.
Okay, we got to keep the B's, the bougie, the banji.
Yeah.
Right.
So she's created her own lane, Banji Soul. So let us know how that is covered in the album that released on the 9th of this month, right?
Yes. Well, I did it to a number of industry tracks, including like the Beatles Come Together, and I did a Lindsay Lohan joint. You remember the Confessions of a Broken Heart?
Okay.
And a lot of stuff I aimed to like change the theme that was originated, or just to. It was my therapy.
Okay.
It was my therapy.
So that's why this is a mixtape.
Yes.
Okay, because you did a lot of remakes. Okay, I got you. The Artist Exchange Radio Show every Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Every Saturday, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Real artist, real talk, real live on BeExposedRadio.com.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome to Sunset Soul Radio Show. I am your host, Love Dawn. I have with me my co-host, Miss Lisha G.
Hey.
And Mr. Maurice Goods.
Hey, folks.
Yeah. Me? Towards me?
Bend it.
Okay.
Just lift it up.
Should I just come in?
Oh. Yes.
I hate to deal with these things. Okay. Mr. Maurice Goods. Did you have were you part of a nonprofit that you wanted to?
Yeah, I work for Maryland New Directions, which is a workforce development nonprofit organization in Baltimore City, and you know we're just all about helping Marylanders and Baltimoreans get jobs and get quality living jobs. So
I need a job.
Listen, I always who did I just posted someone who was just hiring. What was that we just posted?
Panda Express.
No, we're not doing it. That was that Panda Express was doing they were doing like a all day career day. You come in and get the interviews and so forth and so forth. Anyway, but it wasn't them. Well, one of my homeboys, David, he posted about Home Depot.
Oh yeah.
Night shift. They're hiring for the night shift. You can work all night if you have reliable transportation. That you can, I think they said the rate is between $12 and $15 an hour, and basically you go and you update the whatever advertisements that they have around the store.
Okay.
So I thought it was pretty cool. I mean, as we all know right now, because of the season, you're going to see a lot of seasonal jobs open. So
I wish my daughter get a job.
Let me tell you, Baltimore is popping. See, people don't know. Baltimore, in terms of employment opportunities, Baltimore is popping right now. And I mean, the port, There's opportunities to work at the port. There's opportunities in terms of manufacturing, forklift driving. I mean, there's just a lot of opportunities for folks to get on and get good paying jobs, you know. And so like folks just gotta be, as people say, oh, there's no jobs out here. It's not so much that there's no jobs, it's just whether or not you qualify for the jobs that's available. And if you aren't, then you gotta say, what must I do to get qualified?
Absolutely. And people, take it from me, update your resumes. We tend to just grab out, because we have it already. You just grab your resume and go. Something simple as not updating your address or your phone number, especially on internet websites like Indeed and USA Jobs, because you already have it. You kind of just apply from the job on your mobile device, and you don't look and see that you update. I was applying for jobs a couple years ago. Mental health positions, PRP positions, all that, and my resume was still focusing on culinary.
Right.
So I'm trying to figure out why nobody is calling me back, and I look like, why would they? Everything on here is, you know, geared towards my degree, which was culinary. So listen, do that, you know, update your resume. But that is not what today's show is about in general, because we are still talking Baltimore, because that's our hood tonight. Our topic is My Hood Ain't Your Hood. And let me tell you, I'm not sure if, first of all, let me first say thank you to all the viewers who are watching right now. I apologize, we kind of dived into the jobs. But those who are watching, I appreciate it. If you could do me a favor and share this so others could partake in this conversation once we get into it. Because listen, we about to go all the way back down memory lane. I mean, me and Lisha, even her son, he's a young buck, had a very detailed conversation of the some of our wonderful back in the day hood antics. I mean, we had a lot. Put it like that.
I was surprised at how much he knew.
Right, but that goes to show that what goes around comes around. Like, there's nothing new. You think these youth really think like they invented something? They didn't.
History.
They added a diamond, a gold strip, or something, and they think that they really did it. You didn't. We did all that. But we had a ball. So I am very interested in hearing the stories of y'all, those who are watching, some of your old school memories. And let me tell you why I wanted to do this show. I was watching what's the couple, Far Away From Here? Who was that? Far Away From Here? The married couple that sing that.
No.
Anywho, they have a they had a talk show. Okay. And it was like on stage, real cute. And Jill Scott was on the show, and she was talking about her hood, which was Philly, where she's born and raised. And she was talking about some situations that happened to her and how they were traumatic. She had gotten beaten up, and supposedly with some guys or whomever, and they hit her in her mouth and kind of dislocated her jaw. It was a very well, you know, she's a storyteller. So we were all completely intrigued, like, oh my goodness, this happened to Jill. But then she proceeded to talk about how that really changed her life in the way she saw things, and how it was kind of that milestone in that youthfulness into the young woman
moment of truth.
Yes. And I started to think about my life growing up. I'm born and bred East Baltimore, Monument, Montford, Carlton Square, Johnson Square Elementary. That's my hood, and then County Bounty. But I was brought up on, you know, over east. And you know, there's just certain things that you think when you're a child, it was traumatic, it was tormenting, but then you think those things really changed my life. Like, it created me, it built my character, and just it helped groom me to be the person that I became. I was like, and then of course we listening to them talk about Philly and their, you know, their hood and stuff like that, and things that, you know, she grew up with. I was like, that's what I want. I want to do one of those shows. I want to, you know, just have a nostalgic night, you know. So I hit up my co-host and very good friend and Sunset Soul supporter, Mr. Maurice, and asked him, you know, come on. Plus, because you were here the last time you were here, we got into Baltimore, you know. So I'm like,
did you watch the movie?
Right, you know. So I'm like, Who else?
Wait, did
Crab chips.
Yes.
Did you watch this?
You did see
But
that.
listen, so I'm ready. For those who are watching right now, like I said, if you can share and get your memories together, because I would love for y'all to take part, because at some point in time, maybe mid-show, I have a game. And the game is Name That Game. Because we all know, come on, when we grew up, the games we played, we ain't had no directions.
No.
There was no box. There was no card. Even if there was a card in the box, you toss that. Nobody reads the directions.
Rules change as we go.
Right. What? The directions. So I figured I would write up some directions for several games that we played. I played for definite. Hopefully y'all played it so y'all can figure it out. And y'all have to tell me the game based on the directions that I read. Okay. But before we get into that, let's just start with your memory. I asked Mr. Maurice and I asked Miss Lisha G to come up. Just like, give me your best hood memory. I already told you where I'm from. Monument Curly. Montford Street, Montford Avenue, actually.
Wow.
What's your hood, show?
So it's funny because like what you said, all of what you said, the thing that resonated with me most was over east, right? So you either over east or over west, right? So like that's what it is. It's like, okay, where you from? Over west. Where you from? Over east.
What? Oh, we did start late. Go ahead.
And so it's just that, and of course I'm from over west, it was crazy. I mean, I was thinking about it today, and like we played sports, especially summertime. We played sports from the time the sun came up. So like we took a little Indian rubber ball and we threw it against the steps, right?
But give me 1 second. Listen, we just getting started. We're going to continue your memory when we come back, so we don't have to cut you off. Those who are watching, yes, thank you so much, Crystal Renee. It was Kindred Family. Kindred Family Soul. Right, so thank you so much for letting helping me out with that, because I forgot. Listen, y'all, stay tuned. Share this. Put in your memory while we on commercial break. We'll read it when we come back. Stay tuned.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com, the home of Talk Lately with Monty, every Tuesday at 7 p.m.
Check out what you missed on Be Exposed Radio.
So now we are in reactive mode. You know, with our young people, we don't spend enough time working with them, preparing them, inspiring them, mentoring them. And so now we're faced with a generation that's like, I'm going to do my own thing. Right. I have no respect for you. Because what have we done to help them except to say that, like I was telling the HL7 that, you know, I get highly upset when adults forget that they were ever young, and the first thing they say is young people are up to no good. You know, well, you're not helping them. What are you doing to inspire them? Right. So to me, that's reactive, because now that they're in the street cutting up, now you like, oh, we need to do something with our children, or we need to start schools earlier so we can get them off the street, or we need to do this. To me, that's reactive.
Tune in to Be Inspired every Wednesday live at 7 p.m. right here on Be
This
Exposed
the man
Radio.
that holds it down, Mr. Showtime, D the Boss. Check us out every Saturday, 5 to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, only on BeExposedRadio.com.
I'm in a relationship. My girl happens to be long distance. So with that being said,
I beat my thing like it owes me money. Sorry.
Because I asked that because so many people are not comfortable.
Here's my thing. It's mine.
That's right.
And you need to know yourself before you can have somebody please. If you can't tell nobody how to please you, if you don't know how to please yourself.
That's right.
You know what you like. You know what you like. You know the stroke. All that. So you're right. And I mean, you shouldn't be ashamed of it. It's your body. Yeah, I'm over here struggling with the ear.
Yeah, I'm glad it's you today. I'm glad it's you today, brother.
Oh, this thing going to drop. It's going to drop about at least like 5 times.
I'm over there struggling.
So ED, do you have a problem with masturbating?
No, I don't. I don't masturbate often because I have a fear of going blind. So, yes. When I found,
You could go blind from
Yes. I read about it. Is that true? No. It's not true.
It's not.
Okay.
Because I was going to say I should have been blind a long time ago.
Let me drop some knowledge on you real quick.
I was just playing.
But
Hey, what's up, good people? It's the man you all know and love, E Digger. Make sure you check us out every Saturday from 5 to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, only on BeExposedRadio.com.
Ladies, are you in need of the best quality hair extensions, a cute outfit, or that perfect pair of shades? Pink Ice products can cover you from head to toe, from flawless weaves to apparel. Visit us online at pinkiceproducts.bigcartel.com. We're located at 3000 Old Alabama Road, 119-303, Alpharetta, Georgia. Or give us a call at 470-488-6484. Come on in and check out Pink Ice products today.
Thank you for tuning in to BeExposedRadio.com. Sit back, relax, and listen to this flashback of the Artist Exchange Radio Show.
Football, you basically have a good 10 to 12 years, and that's what it is.
When you have a lot of people retiring early, it's funny. A lot of me and my alumni from UVA, where I graduated from, one of our fellow Wahoos, he retired yesterday, 32 years old. To Shaw Ferguson, and he's been in the league like 10 or 12 years. So like you said, a lot of guys are making that change on their own now because they're seeing a lot of things from the concussion movement,
right?
Stuff that's been happening. Is not the noun, it's the effects later, because you see different stories of men are in like their 50s and some are committed suicide because of the banging and the voices or the concussions. And
did you see that?
I haven't got a chance to see it. But
not the movie, but did you see those effects?
I have seen concussions in college where guys have played that whole entire game and didn't realize they was at a football game.
Wow.
But like before the big emphasis came about whole concussions and what's going on, we was taught you just run to the wall. You can't be soft. You shake it off and get back in it. So
the wrong attitude to have.
Right.
Yeah.
It's really internal. Like you really doing damage, not just to your bones,
right,
but to your mind.
Everything. Right. And later on down the line, because just like you said, once the game is over, when you've been in a game and you think about it, because I tell people the NFL, any sports, whether it's male or female, is a semi-military, because you're told when to get up, when to work out, what to eat, when to play. All right, now you got a curfew. You got to be in the bed by this time. You do it for years and years, and all of a sudden, bam, it's done. So what do you do?
Right.
So just like in a military that have with PTSD, we have that because we so used to having a certain way. And I remember watching this Brian Gumbel on HBO, it was like years ago, and a guy would act like he was getting dressed, a real good football player, would walk his daughter to the bus stop, and he would come back in the house, close the curtains, and just sit there because he didn't know how else to handle himself. Because he was so used to being told what to do, because our schedule are laid out. By this time, you gotta do this. By this time, you gotta do this. Eat at this time, back on the field. So,
hey, what's up? This is Nate, host of the Artist Exchange Radio Show. Tune in every Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. and every Saturday, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Real artist, real talk, real live. Here, live on BeExposedRadio.com.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Please.
No, that's just me.
Making me feel old.
I would do it anyway. Maurice was giving us his memory, and you were saying about y'all being out all night playing sports.
All day, yeah,
All day.
Absolutely. From the time the sun came up, we were playing some variation of sports. So like we'll play step ball, go from step ball to throwing the football in the middle of the street, to playing baseball on the lot, to going to the basketball court, playing basketball on the monkey bars, right? Because as the little shorties, we wasn't allowed on the court. So the big boys had the court, and we would play basketball either on the crate, right, the milk crate that we knocked out the bottom, or we were playing on the monkey bars. So like 7 o'clock in the summertime, sun comes up at 7, from 7 until 8:30, that light comes on, street light, now you go sit on the steps for another hour or so, then everybody start disappearing slowly but surely, and that's what it was.
I remember those days. You got a memory?
Oh, you know what? Because I rep Sandtown all day. Sandtown, Winchester. Yes, that's my hood. That's my hood. That's where I grew up. And every Wednesday, I used to take my sister to Shake and Bake, and I loved it because they really skated. Did you just rest in peace to Shake and Bake? Did you just say that? But that's what this is about. Right. Go ahead. So we walked down the avenue, and we stopped. We stopped in Lafayette Market. Stop in Lafayette Market. Get us some chicken gizzards and chicken livers.
Wow.
And yes.
What you get on it?
Salt, pepper, hot sauce.
No ketchup at all?
No ketchup. We put ketchup on chicken livers and gizzards.
Nobody else put ketchup. Nicole face though.
No.
All right.
Salt, pepper, hot sauce. A lot of hot sauce. Like you gotta have a puddle of hot sauce in the bottom of a container.
So nobody else put ketchup. Okay.
Y'all not even Baltimore. Y'all Baltimore.
Right.
Yes,
Baltimore with a D. If you don't say that, you ain't from here.
Yes.
I know my hood. Short.
Shake and Bake every Wednesday, and they really skated. Like on what was the show?
ACL.
Lil Bow Wow. I was talking about Lil Bow Wow.
Oh.
The skate.
Roll bounce.
Roll bounce. Yeah, they was like roll bounce on there. I'm like, dang. I was scared to skate because I couldn't skate like that. But
yeah, I can't do it. Skating was always too much thought for me. I don't want to fall, so I gotta really concentrate. My story. Now listen, I don't know if everybody watching can attest to this, but I loved people watching on the porch. There's no entertainment that TV can give me that will match people watching on the porch. None. Especially if you lived on a corner by the alley. If you got an alley, oh my God, there's nothing on TV that can touch that. The best. Add summertime or your gas and electric being out. That's it. Like that, I'm sorry, but I'm serious. Because the best time in the world, which we don't have that no more, is when the lights go out on the block.
We did have blackouts.
And everybody is outside on the porch. It's like even the parents, because it's too hot to be outside. So they outside, everybody outside, and just having, a good time. We don't have that no more. Right. Everybody, I don't know. So that's to me, top notch. My memory. Rachel, okay, so my favorite memory is when I was around 18 or 19 and I lived near the corner of Walbrook and Payson. I used to be the one making the neighborhood kids the frozen Kool-Aid cups. And when I worked at the dollar store, I brought home a case of water guns and sat on the stoop giving them out to the kids. I like doing things for them. Yes, she did. Rachel, I'm not going to put you out there because we on the air, but just know, I loved when you worked at the dollar store. And I loved when Rachel worked at the dollar store because she did right by me. Oh, Lord. Listen, y'all. We are just getting started. We're going to go back to commercial break. When we come back, I want to know if there was, she laughing because she know, if there was ever something that happened to you in your past, in your hood, that you can say completely changed your life. Like I just said, Jill Scott said her story was getting banked and with her jaw broken. Is there anything that happened to you growing up that you can say this happened and because of that I went left, or I went right, however you wanna, whatever you say in your hood. Listen, y'all, stay tuned. The next commercial break I think is 2 minutes. 2 minutes. The next commercial break is 2 minutes. We'll be right back. I'll grab you something to drink. 3 minutes. I'm sorry. Go grab you something to drink and share this so others can take part in the conversation. We're still reading your comments, or you can call us 410-702-5657 when we come back from commercial break. Let us know if anything happened to you that changed your life. We'll be right back. We'll read your comment when we come back.
Ladies, are you in need of the best quality hair extensions, a cute outfit, or that perfect pair of shades? Pink Ice products can cover you from head to toe, from flawless weaves to apparel. Visit us online at pinkiceproducts.bigcartel.com. We're located at 3000 Old Alabama Road, 119-303, Alpharetta, Georgia. Or give us a call at 470-488-6484. Come on in and check out Pink Ice products today.
It's time for a flashback.
Now, I'm not gonna say all Aries don't know, but
it's just the one you had. That was just
a single one, right? You know. But it's always something that you can.
Go ahead, Lisha. Can you recollect any signs that you might not get
October 15th or 16th. What is that?
And Libras.
See, I've had some good Libras and I had one really bad Libra, but he was.
I got drunk one night. This is the night that I put my head through the window and everything. So.
Why would you do that?
Now, I was sitting on the floor.
All these stories always involve alcohol.
They do. I was sitting on the floor, and my drink of choice back then was vodka and orange juice. Ooh, it's still my drink of choice, but I don't drink it as much.
I was a 151 kid, straight up.
I love vodka, especially when it was
that rubbing alcohol.
You know.
What brand?
I love. Back then, I was hooked on Absolute.
That was the best at the time.
And Pinnacle was like number 2 and stuff like that.
Because they didn't have what's the new one that came out? Yeah, what was the new one?
Ciroc, vodka, and
no, the other one. Who is real smooth? New Amsterdam. New Amsterdam came out, and it was so.
And Grey Goose. Grey Goose was out at that time too.
See, I didn't drink. I told you 151. That was my drink.
Yeah, Grey Goose vodka was one of the ones because I loved the bottle.
You can light it on fire.
The bottle was hot. It was that shaded, that shaved glass.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So I was sitting on the floor and we was talking about something I don't even remember what we were talking about. All I know is I was bust out laughing. I got ching ling 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 glass everywhere. I wouldn't cut it all though. I had to
because you had your bun.
Actually, I didn't. I ain't have any hair back then.
Oh,
I don't remember. I don't think I did.
And you ain't cut your hair?
Nope. I was just fine. I was like, oh, your glass broke, and it was winter, dead of winter.
Check more of these funny moments out when you tune into BeExposedRadio.com.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
We are back. Warren gave us this memory. My favorite was summertime and going swimming at Maccabees.
Maccabees, yes.
The entire hood was there, and when the powers to be had to close. Come on, I don't know what you just said. When the powers to be
wanted to
close. Everyone chanted, "Hell no, we won't go."
Yes, it was hood down there.
You already know I be stumbling, Warren. You can't do that.
All in words.
Byron said, I remember going to, was it?
Cal Hill.
What is it?
Cal Hill. It's
Cal
out
Hill.
Junction.
Out the junction. Oh, for camp.
Yes.
Had so much fun. Listen. Okay. No, we're gonna go into the thing.
Day with these
that's why I switched. What happened to you? Anything happened to you that was monumental that you could say changed you?
So it was this little boy, and he used to pick with me all the time, like all the time. I didn't go off the steps. We stayed on the corner. We lived on Lafayette and Curry. He was always on the steps, and this boy used to pick with me all the time. He would walk by. He would throw tree branches. He would just all kind of stuff. Like he just messed with me for no reason. Just used to pick with me. Well, this one particular day, we sitting on the steps with my cousin and his friends, and the boy walked by. And I must have screwed my face up or something. My cousin was like, well, what was that? I was like, he always messes with me, something. So the boy was on his way to the basketball court. Well, my cousin jumped up. He's way bigger than this boy. But he jumps up and he follows the boy to the basketball court. And his little friends that were around my age start following the boy too. Well, I'm sitting on the steps wondering, what in the world are they about to do? My cousin come around the block, grab me, and bring me into the little alleyway where the basketball court at. Because he's going to make me watch them beat this boy. So I will never forget. He had a pops of ice cream in his hand, and they hit him, and the ice cream flew up in the air. And he dropped his bag of snacks, and my cousin scooped up his snacks and gave me his snacks and made me eat his snacks while they beat him up. Now that wasn't like the monumental part, because it messed me up. I don't like to see stuff like that. I really didn't want him to get beat up. I really didn't. I only told him because he asked me. The monumental part was the next day. When I saw this young man, he was my best friend.
That's how I go.
He was my best friend. And from that moment on, I realized that bullies ain't not. They punks.
Yeah.
They're punks. People will only do to you what you allow them. And I learned that at, I think it was like 11, 12, something like that. So, yeah, that was very monumental. It's sad that he had to get beat up like that. But he didn't get banked. They didn't bank him. He got beat up by one, but yeah.
But he was humiliated.
He was very humiliated. His ice cream fell on the ground. And I really felt bad because it fell down ice cream head down.
If you felt bad because it fell or because they didn't give you that before?
I felt bad because I didn't realize that they was going to hit him and the ice cream was going to fly up in the air. Like it literally like flew up in the air, like over top of the
If we had cell phones back then, the stuff that we could have recorded.
That's not. I wouldn't have recorded that. I felt so bad. He was like, I had to get stitches.
You know what? But he learned. That was his monumental memory. You got one?
Oh my goodness. So like when I was a kid, I think I was like maybe 11, right? And so like we would play football with the older boys, right? So like me and my friends, we were 11, 12, 13, and then we would play with the 16 and 17-year-olds. So one day we on this little dirt lot playing football, right? And so one of the older boys tackled me, right? And so he tackled me, and he tackled me so hard that I got up and I'm angry, right? And so one of my other little friends, he says to me, pick up a brick and hit him, right? So I grab a brick to hit him, and he hit me in the eye, right? He hit me in the eye, and my eye swelled instantly, like Martin, right?
Oh
so, and so, like, my eye swelled, and so I was at my aunt's house, and when I went back home to my neighborhood, right, my friends started calling me Puff, right, because my eye was puffed out, and so, like, me coming back to Baltimore after being in New York for 20 years. And so one of my friends, my homeboys, right, who hadn't seen me, all he knows me by is Puff, right? And so he see me, I'm this 45-year-old man, and they like, yo, what up, Puffy? You know? And so it's like, wow, you know, but it was monumental. It was like life altering because like it took on a life of its own. Like my eye literally took on a. Once you get those
my cousin right now watching, Kevin Balenciaga is on here right now. His nickname is Snoopy. He tried everything not to be called Snoopy. It's a wrap. And it's done. You might as well let it go. Honey.
Big ups to my man Rodney. We still to this day we still laugh about it, right? Mm-hmm. We laugh about it, and you know, so it's all good. It's all love.
My monumental, I was in the 6th grade. I actually failed my first 6th grade year. Well, I didn't go to the 8th grade. They knew. They was like, girl, put her.
Well, when you say the first 6th grade,
well, that's true. But I failed. I failed 6th grade because I had a really difficult elementary school year, you know. So I was determined going to middle school. I was like, oh, you ain't about to put your hands on me. This is a new slate. Right. So I came in guns blazing, and yeah, I failed. And they sent me to Harbell. I don't know whether or not anybody watching remember this. It's like a delinquent program that you go to. It was over east. It was actually out Sedonia area. It was called Harbell, and you send the kids here who act up. So Harbell, they have teachers there, but they would have police and stuff there. Now mind you, 6th grade, how old am I? Maybe 13?
10, 11?
Roughly. No, I wasn't 10. It was like 12. Roughly. Okay, so I'm 12 years old. I'm at Harbell. Now I'm in here with these kids. I'm not judging nobody. But they was a little bit more
advanced.
That's a nice way to put it. You know, I'm acting out, but I ain't acting up. That's two different things, you know. So I'm listening to the police officers explaining the jail protocol. Right. So he says, he brings everybody up and he puts the handcuffs on it so you can feel how it would feel. If you ever get locked up, it's going to be like this. So he have our hand tied behind our back and everybody walk around with handcuffs. You know, I'm claustrophobic, so I couldn't deal with that. Right. But I'm like, I know this is just an experiment, so this is going to be over for them. So I just take a couple deep breaths. I'm like, okay. You know, they let me go. We sit there. I'm thinking it's over. He put a tape on and proceeds to tell us about their training when they are interacting with a suspect, fugitive, whatever. Right. So he said, we are trained. He took out the billy club and said, with this billy club, that if we hit you in your stomach, we're aiming for your back. If we hit you in your left side, we're aiming for your right side. We are trained to hit you so hard that the goal is to go through you, not just hit you in that area. I said, sir, like, So I start recanting. What did I do again? Like, like, what exactly did I do? Like, I mean, I know I was acting up, but I mean, like, wait a minute. I didn't. I mean, I was. Listen, I said, sir, I'm quite sure that you hear people say you'll never see me again. But I need, like, I'm serious. I went to him and I said, there was some miscommunication, okay? I don't belong here. I really don't know what just happened, but I don't belong here. So here's what, you will never see me again. We hear that all the time. You hear it, but you don't know me.
You don't understand.
You will never see me again. Needless to say, I'm in my right grade. Like, I never saw the ace. They was like, get her out of here. Like, I'm serious. Like, I'm not. It was that. I was like, no. If this program was intended to change a child's mind, kudos. Like, I mean, they say if you can save one, you've done your job. So their job is done. You know. But anyway. That's my hood. That's South Sedonia. Listen, shout out to anybody who went to Harbell. Hopefully you never went back.
Or anywhere worse.
Right. Right. Is there anything from your hood that you would change if you could? Like, what is it that was in the hood that you could say, if I had the ability to go back in time,
the
I
black
would do
man
that.
store.
What?
And we had okay, I'm sorry. We had the black man store was one block. White man store was another block corner, and then the Chinese man store. We literally had the black man, the white man, Chinese store. Each one was a block away. The black man store, if I could change anything in my neighborhood, they would open up on time.
You can't.
And they would close on time. No, seriously, because we really, like, it was so sad. In comparison to the other stores, it was just a sad case. I would invest into the black man. Like, seriously, I would invest and build up because there's no reason why that should be the memory that comes into my head when we think about, like, it was. And we didn't have a lot of vacant. I learned to say so. We didn't have no vacant stuff back when we was growing up. It wasn't a whole bunch of vacant houses and stuff. Man, we had drugs and all that, but it wasn't as. I mean, it really wasn't as bad as people picture in their head. The worst thing for me was the black man store. Because I wanted to go to Iowa. If I had to choose, I would have went to the black. And we literally called them the black man store. We would have went to the black, but they weren't never open.
Okay. Change the black man store. What you change?
It's hard. I don't think I would change anything.
Nothing.
It's really hard for me to say. I mean, I mean, the popular PC answer would be the drugs, but even with that came a story, right? That was part of the larger narrative of what made our neighborhood the neighborhood. So I mean, I had a really dope experience as a kid. I grew up in two places. I grew up on off of Emerson Avenue, Emerson Pulaski. We basically was Raina.
I'm sorry. Every time somebody say the street, I think I'm on the club song.
So I'm talking Raina Avenue, Lanville, Payson, Pulaski. So that neighborhood, I had that experience, and then I grew up on Fayette and Mount, Fayette and Gilmore, Baltimore and Gilmore, and so in both of those experiences was crazy dope. I mean, like it was just a really dope experience that it helped to define and create who I later became later in life. I say as an adult, not as a young teen. So
if I could change anything, it would be Stop, Shop, and Save. I hate it. Stop, Shop, and Save. I just felt like I don't care which one it was. It could be East Side, West Side. I don't care. I hated Stop, Shop. It stink. And I felt like I'm sorry. Like, I didn't understand for the life of me how this market survived. Like, I don't get it.
And you know what? The one at Park Heights lasted the longest, I think. Is that still what is something?
It ain't no. It's Save-A-Lot.
It's Save-A-Lot now.
Yes.
But that lasted.
Oh yeah.
A long time.
They turned it into. I don't know if all the Save-A-Lots are Stop, Shop, and Save, but I'll take it because I hated Stop, Shop.
What about Super Pride?
Yes.
Hey! Don't talk about Super Pride. now we ready to become unbenefited because Super Pride was like a staple because we had Super Pride right there by Lafayette Bridge.
Yep.
If you remember,
Yep.
Right? Lafayette.
Wait a minute. Is that over? I used to walk over that bridge all the time.
Yeah.
That's where the Yakima at. That's, if you want some
Let
good
me tell
Yakima, you gotta go to Lafayette and Payson.
We so bougie now. We don't eat Yakima no more. Like Yakima was the spaghetti. Like that.
Let me tell you a funny story. So I moved to New York, right? And so I go to this Chinese restaurant, you know, a Chinese joint, and I'm like, yo, like, let me get some yakami. What? Yakami? Yaka what? Like yakami. You know, everywhere else it's called lo mein. Here in Baltimore, it's yakami.
With ketchup.
Well, actually, it's two different things.
Can I put ketchup in that?
Yes, you can put ketchup in your yakimi. I don't prefer ketchup in my yakimi unless it's raw onions. If it's fried onions, then you don't put ketchup. So you got to know the rules to the game.
People put fried onions in yakimi?
Yes, if you get yak with shrimp, it's with fried onions. You gotta get yak with shrimp yak.
I never put fried onions in yak.
Right. I've only had raw onions and egg.
So who got a bad egg? Is it just me?
I never had a bad egg.
With the yakimi?
I get extra egg. That's not.
I got a bad egg.
Where you get that from?
I
don't
remember.
Go to that spot no more.
And they probably still open.
right. Their daughter on it now.
Man, I'm just upset that yak used to be the cheapest thing on the menu.
It still is though.
It ain't. No, I paid $8.50 for my yak.
For a box of yakimi?
Yes, but I do live in the county, and that's probably the problem.
Good gracious.
Oh yeah, because it's
yak used to be what, $3.50?
Yes.
That was the go-to for real. Ain't nothing but noodles. Noodles and one of them sauces with ketchup.
I mean,
the little soy sauce packs.
Byron said
an extra egg.
And Big B's. Where Big B's at?
I don't know what Big B's is.
You know,
I've heard of Big B's.
Okay.
I've heard.
Rachel asks, I think Murray's is gone. Now the question was, is it still on Ricestown Road?
Hold up, is the one on Pratt Street? There used to be one on Pratt Street. That's gone too.
I believe all the Murrays are closed.
Oh, word?
If anybody know different, y'all let me know. I think they're gone, Ray.
But no, do you remember when Murray started with the fresh produce?
Where?
What?
Yes.
Oh, they did. Yes. They had it at Randallstown.
Yes.
They did. They had it
on Ricestown Road. On Ricestown Road.
They did.
Where the MVA is.
They ain't have it on Pratt Street.
Right, Johnny said, don't forget the egg. Kevin Smith said yakimi is his favorite. Warren said yakimi is his go-to. Who had the best bags of chicken wings? I guess you're talking about Super Pride or Stop Shop.
It's a bag of chicken wings. The chicken wings in the bag.
Okay. The frozen ones from Murray's. You get just the cheapest probably. But I didn't like Murray's.
And Johnny said Egg Foo Young is the cheapest now.
Ew,
wow.
He said they still there. They still where? Ricestown Road?
I told you. The one on Ricestown Road is still there.
All right. I don't know. Big B's was down from Carver, Lisha, across the street.
Yeah,
you know what? More. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
They done changed the name of that spot so many times. I don't even know what it is. It don't even look the same anymore. It got grates up on the daggone thing. Like, it's not the same, Warren. I'm sorry. It's not the same.
Yeah, I just sound like they made somebody getting citations.
I just want a chicken box.
You know what? Yeah, I don't think it's there. Okay, but I'm gonna see. We're gonna find out if it's by the NBA. Look, we about to go to commercial break. Listen, when we come back, I want to start with the who wins game. We're gonna come back to the questions. Let's just start with the first one. Who wins based on then and now? Clubs versus basement parties.
Basement parties, baby.
Basement parties.
Basement parties. What?
Okay.
I couldn't go to none.
Shoot. Blue light or the red light? I actually like the blue light. All right, y'all viewers, who wins? Club versus basement party? I think basement parties because it's more intimate. Clubs, you got somewhere to go. Basement parties, where you going? In a corner?
I didn't go to
Listen.
What you think, Nicole? Basement parties?
Basement parties.
That's because y'all nasty.
Hey. But you can have fun in the basement party and be like, it wasn't my fault because I couldn't move. He was on me, but I couldn't go nowhere. I was trying to move, but I ain't nowhere to go.
Oh, y'all is nasty. See,
Basement parties.
I didn't go. You know what I went to? I was looking forward to Carver dances.
School dances? I didn't do that.
Carver dances wasn't like typical
school
dances.
We got, Johnny said basement parties. When we come back, we're going to finish this. A question on the floor. Penny candy versus now laters. Let us know. Penny candies versus now laters. When we come back, stay tuned. Share this. We'll be right back.
Yeah, you got it.
Check out what you missed on Be Exposed Radio.
Are you getting your kids this hoverboard thing that's taken over the country? They range from $300 to $600. They're blowing up. And then I mean literally blowing up. That one video, I thought that was going to be the one and only video that I saw in reference to it, and it wasn't. I seen, now I could probably tell you about 10 to 15 videos of this happening, where this battery gets super, super hot and burns like holes into your tennis shoes.
Oh my.
And I know you would be pissed if you was wearing Jordans and you just paid all that money, you know, your lights are off. And
especially if they're from China.
Your lights off.
Check out the Talk Lately show every Tuesday nights from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. right here on Be Exposed Radio.
Since you've been listening this far, we're going to throw in a little bonus hour. You ready?
Yeah, this the man that holds it down. Mr. Showtime, D the Boss. Check us out every Saturday, 5 to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, only on BeExposedRadio.com.
I'm in a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
My girl happens to be long distance.
Mm-hmm.
So with that man said,
I beat my thing like it owes me money. Sorry.
Because I asked that because so many people are not comfortable.
Here's my thing. It's mine.
That's right.
And you need to know yourself before you can have somebody please. If you can't tell nobody how to please you, if you don't know how to please yourself.
That's right.
You know what you like. You know what you like. You know the stroke, all that.
Mm-hmm.
So you're right. And I mean, you shouldn't be ashamed of it. It's your body. Yeah, I'm over here struggling with the ear.
Yeah, I'm glad it's you today. I'm glad it's you today, brother.
Oh, this thing going to drop. It's going to drop about at least like 5 times.
I'm over there struggling.
So E.D., do you have a problem with masturbating?
No, I don't. I don't masturbate often because I have a fear of going blind. So, yes. When I found, yes.
You could go blind from
yes. I read about it. Is that true?
No.
It's not true.
It's not.
Okay.
Because I was going to say I should have been blind a long time ago.
Let me drop some knowledge on you real quick.
I was just playing.
But
Hey, what's up, good people? It's the man you all know and love, E Digger. Make sure you check us out every Saturday from 5 to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, only on BeExposedRadio.com.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
For nail ladies. Y'all pick nail ladies over penny candy?
Girl, you don't know.
Apple and cherry. That's all I need to say. Apple and cherry.
Let's go back. Who just said
and banana?
Byron said Carver dancers was life.
Yes.
Also chose nail ladies. Johnny picked penny candy. Rachel said penny candy. She just bought something from 5 and below. 4 packs for $1. I'm gonna go with penny candy all day long. I just do.
There's no such thing as penny candy, and technically we're not allowed to call it penny candy anymore.
Why?
Because you can't get a piece of candy for a penny.
How first of all,
I just call them cheese.
It's freedom of speech. And if you go to the wholesalers, it might be roughly a penny. I don't know. I think it's like 3 for $5 now. 3 pieces for 5 cents.
That's ridiculous.
So, Hubba Bubba versus Juicy Fruit. Hubba Bubba. Old school sweet. Hubba Bubba.
All day.
Is that the green joints?
It's like the pink one that's real hard. They used to come in a bag of candy, and it was like the small, and it had those ridges.
Yes.
In the
real
gum.
hard gum.
What was
the gum they used to get on Halloween?
Okay.
You know,
versus.
You don't remember Hubba Bubba?
You talking about the
You can buy the pack.
Bubble gum that had the hard shell.
Yeah.
A little bit of bubble gum inside.
No, that's the ball. This is just a piece of bubble gum that's yellow and pink.
Oh yeah, the Hubba Bubba with the blue.
It's blue, but yes, and yellow, and the gum was pink. Rachel say Hubba Bubba. It came with a little comic.
Yes, that's what it came with. That's why I like it.
I'm gonna say, I listen. Hubba Bubba was always my choice. I think because I ain't know better. But then I started doing Juicy Fruit, and it was kind of like I felt like I was growing up. Like I'm gonna buy Hubba Bubba.
Hubba Bubba came out with the fruit by the roll. First, yes, they was the first one before the whole.
I like the
Bazooka,
the bubble gum, the green.
Oh yeah,
apples,
Bazooka
the green
is
sour
the one that had the
bubble
comics.
gum.
The green Hubba Bubba had green.
Oh,
they did have apple. They did.
So okay.
So what y'all choose? Hubba Bubba versus Juicy Fruit.
I'm gonna go with Hubba Bubba.
Hubba Bubba.
Hubba Bubba all day.
Okay, everybody got cavies. Frozen Cups. I guess Rachel gonna say Frozen Cups.
Yeah, you're right, Julie. Bazooka is the one with the comics, not the Hubba Bubba.
Julie, that's why she said Bazooka. Bazooka is the one that had the comics, right? Bazooka was the red, white, and blue, right? Right. But they had ridges too.
Right.
Frozen Cups versus Snowballs.
Frozen Cups, baby. Come on. Frozen Cups.
Yes. You know why? Because Frozen Cups last longer because it was frozen. Soon as you start eating, you got to eat all your Snowball now.
Wait, let me ask you a question. What is the proper way to eat a Frozen Cup?
You gotta push it up out the middle with the thumb.
And then what?
And turn it upside down.
Okay, thank you. You have to turn it upside down.
Wait a minute. We got somebody to disagree. Your face looks like you ain't do that.
What? You don't.
Let me find out you a spooner. You put the spoon in the middle and scrape the side.
No, we outside. We ain't. No, you just suck on it. You know?
Yeah, from the bottom.
No, because some people tear the styrofoam cup up.
Right. That's
around
right.
And work
Guys do that.
But
right. That's what I'm saying.
That's
what I'm saying.
You push it and flip it.
That's
right.
what I'm saying.
Guys do the tear. Y'all so impatient.
Yo, that's crazy. Like Frozen Cup etiquette.
Yes.
Males versus females.
You got to have your hand around the cup because it's going to take your body heat to loosen the side of the cup.
It be so hot outside that you.
The only thing you do to the top of that Frozen Cup is lick the syrup that's right on the top when you first get it.
See? The freezer burn.
As I got older, though, it was nothing like hearing that your spoon scraping.
It is, though.
When you get older,
I don't know what.
Because sometimes it didn't pop up the way you wanted it to pop up. So every now and then you got.
So you gotta do the spoon, but that's more okay. So who remember? What is the name of the snow cones? Y'all remember the snow cones that you used to get that was like the ices? It would be in the freezer already in the ice cream section. Was that red, white, and blue too, or it was like rainbow color?
The snow cones.
No, y'all. I'm the only way.
No, I had them, but they was wet.
Yeah, they was.
They was wet.
Right.
They was wet. You ain't like them?
No, they was wet.
They ain't had no flavor.
None.
Right.
Whatsoever.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So Frozen Cups win. All right. Nintendo versus PlayStation.
Nintendo all day. But
well, first off, right. Nintendo versus Sega.
I was going to say that.
I was going to say back then it was Nintendo versus
I know. No. It's back then versus now.
Okay.
Then versus now.
Okay, got you.
Nintendo versus PlayStation for us now.
PlayStation. I'm sorry. PlayStation is just too. Well, I don't know.
I'm going to go Nintendo because it's nothing like taking the cartridge out for all of my Nintendo heads and I had to go.
Do you remember?
All your breath be gone.
No. Do you remember?
Johnny said Nintendo. But Nicole said Nintendo. Kaya said Nintendo. Mario Brothers was the best. Absolutely.
Do you remember having to put the cartridge on top of a cartridge?
Oh yeah,
when you couldn't get it to stay down, you had to put. Oh my God!
Yeah. You gotta push the
push it down and put another cartridge in the whole thing.
Julia said PlayStation. I don't know. I actually like.
The Nintendo PlayStation is too complicated now. Nintendo was real easy.
Well, our kids, because they got it. They can get that stuff. And
who remembers the code to Contra? Up, down, left, right, left. No, the code to Contra?
Like, she just went back like 25 years.
I'm sorry, got pumped. Because that was my game. Warren remember Contra. Warren, do you remember the code? You have to remember the code. It was a secret code to get unlimited lives.
Oh, like old PlayStation like PS2? Nintendo, he said Concentra. Nobody knows. Nintendo Tetris? I don't know.
You don't know those games?
Tetris?
I remember Tetris. I don't remember Contra.
I just sent you the link with the Contra game. I told you I was watching it for too long. Duck Hunt. Yes.
I love Duck Hunt.
I had that for Sega. I did
have that. All right, we got to go. Blue light versus strobe light. This is the club light.
I didn't go to clubs.
Hold up. Blue light versus
blue light basement parties versus the strobe lights, like when you dancing, like for the popping.
Right.
For the popping?
You know how people be popping and they use the strobe lights?
Hold on, face the camera and pop.
This like that.
I'm sorry. I remember the strobe light. I remember the strobe light because I used to hit Odell's a lot. So like Odell's had the strobe light.
You got to have a light for if you pop because that gives you the whole dynamic. She said yes. Julia said black light. Listen, okay. When we come back, y'all, we're gonna get into this game because it's already an hour in. So we're gonna get into this. Oh, we still gotta do the test of time. Stay tuned.
Oh, we
so we can play the game. Stay tuned. I need y'all in on this. We'll be right back.
Check out this flashback from the Artist Exchange Radio Show.
I'll let you speak on it. You know it better than I do.
All right, thank you, Nate. So the Say It Loud Film Festival is happening on April 16th, which is next Saturday from noon to 10 p.m. at nighttime. And we have partnered up with the No Boundaries Coalition. So I got to tell you the address real quick. It's 1947 Pennsylvania Avenue, which is where the Jubilee Arts Center is located. So we've partnered up with the No Boundaries Coalition, and the No Boundaries Coalition hosts an annual block party right there where we're going to be having the film festival. This is the 9th annual Boundary Block Party, and they are providing shuttle buses to take people to the voting booths because the Maryland primaries open on that same April 16th date that we're having the film festival and the block party. So we're going to be partnering up and promoting each other, and there's going to be these shuttle buses taking people to the voting booths to go vote. And we're going to have live music, live poetry, live dancing from a local high school, and then films start at 7 p.m. at nighttime. So that's basically what's going on for the Say It Loud Film Festival in West Baltimore.
Check out this flashback from the Artist Exchange Radio Show.
That's the biggest thing, is just empowerment. Just get off of the begging line. Just be proud and just get our pride and our dignity back, because as a child, we're taught how to go and beg for a job. Our parents, they literally taught us how to make sure you pull your pants up. Me, I'm 6'7", so I'm a bigger man. I was always taught how to not be threatening or intimidate people when I go into different interviews or in different scenarios. And so we're literally taught how to condition ourselves, condition our speech, everything, in order to go and beg these people for a job, because we know when we walk in the door, I have to tear down 10 stereotypes before I get past hello. So we need to eliminate that. You know, and we need to eliminate that, and the way that we do that is employing ourselves and employing our brothers and sisters. And so that's our mission, is group economics, uplift ourselves, because I can't empower anyone until I empower myself, and change from just being willing, because it's in my heart and my passion to see my people succeed and see us do better and change the social order, because I know that we are not supposed to be on bottom. I understand who I was. I know I didn't fall out of the sky and land on a plantation. So when you have knowledge of self and you know who you are and what you come from, it's frustrating more than anything to see us in this position.
Tune into the Artist Exchange every Friday 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. every Saturday 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. live on BeExposedRadio.com.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
We were talking about, what were we talking about? Oh,
something about a game.
We was talking about the black light, blue light, strobe light.
Yes, yeah, and they said black light. I didn't get a lot of black light. I didn't go to a lot of black light parties. I will say that. I want to. I think
you ever see like the black light parties and somebody's tooth was chipped and then just like blacked out, like it don't glow.
I've never seen that at all. What?
It don't glow in the black light like everybody else's teeth. You know, your teeth kind of like shine in the black light, but if they feel it,
black light party.
Oh.
I never go. Listen, we want to play the game. So the game, Rachel said yes, she would like black light. That's all right. Rachel, your rim was like that. I can say that. Rachel had a whole
she had the stars.
Dark rim. Yes.
I love
Rachel was known for the whole cosmic theme and all that. It was really nice. So the game we're going to play is, name that game. Okay. So I'm going to read, no cheating. Y'all who are watching, I want y'all to play too, please. I'm going to say the directions, and after I complete it, let's see, of the two, which one says it first? Or should we hit the bell? Okay, we can hit the bell. Whoever hit the bell first is the one that's going to say the game. And you only got 5 seconds at least to say it. You're not going to hold up the game, I know what it is. All right. First game. Take 10 metal game pieces and randomly toss them across a flat surface.
Jax.
Let me finish. Hold up. All right, Lisha got
that was
one.
Jax, y'all.
That was Jax. Let me finish though for the people.
Hey y'all, I need y'all to learn type fast because Maurice don't have his up, so I can use your answers.
Using the round rubber game piece that bounces Throw it down. You must pick up each metal piece, starting with one, moving to 2 pieces each time, till eventually picking up all pieces before catching the rubber piece in the same hand.
You should probably write.
It was Jax. You are
Yes.
right. Right. Who said it? Byron said Jax. Justin said Jax. Johnny, of course, said Jax. All right, next game. Using washable chalk, or you'll get in trouble, draw 8 boxes on the ground. Oh my God!
You got it.
All right. Wait a minute. Let me finish though, so that they can get a chance. Draw 8 boxes on the ground. Place 1 through 8 in each box. The square should be singular, then double. Follow that rotation until all 8 boxes are complete. Using a small shooter, rock, bottle top, or else, throw it into one box. Player must hop on 1 foot, jumping over the box. The shooter is in. 1 foot in each box at a time until the player reaches the end. He or she must turn around and hop back, then pick up the shooter while on 1 foot, still jumping over their box. Continue until all boxes have been reached. And sir, what you say?
What is it? Hopscotch?
What is hopscotch?
Yo, I'm so glad you read everything, because I'm great. You know what I was going to say? I was going to say Skelly.
I don't know what that is.
You never played? Well, you're a girl.
No. Oh, what is Skelly?
Skelly is when we dig up the asphalt, put it in the tops, and we shoot them. I was going to say Skelly at first, so I'm glad
That's why you got. If I'm reading
good
too,
looking.
then let them get a chance.
Good
to
looking.
Type. Just there.
We need
Hopscotch.
some
Julie
paper. We need to write it
Hopscotch.
down.
Hopscotch Ray. Johnny said 4 square. Wrong. Byron Hopscotch. Kaya Griffin Hopscotch, and Just there said Scully as well. Red line in and out. William Scott. I don't know. Never played that one.
See, Uncle Chubb is way older than us.
Okay, but we gotta learn how to play red line in and out.
Uncle Chubb, we don't know how to play them 1930 games.
Don't do that. Next game, 1-1. We tied. No, hopscotch. Well, you can do 10. It doesn't matter as long as it's even. I put 10 at first, but I wanted to make sure I had the rules right, so I went on YouTube, and this new school had 8, so I left it at 8.
But you know they don't know. They don't know nothing.
Like Uncle Chubb, I was just playing Uncle Chubb.
Oh my Lord, you're not gonna get me in
He said
trouble.
twist the bottle.
Okay, next game. Player must take a long rope holding each end. He or she must turn the rope from the back over their head to their front, jumping as the rope goes under their feet to the back of them again. Continue until rope hits the player's foot.
What I was going to say isn't what it is.
Just go ahead.
I was going to say double dutch.
Jump rope.
Ho. That's 6 in one, half a dozen in the other.
Player must take a long rope holding each end.
Yes.
The
it's player
does that. Rachel said Chinese jump rope. Justin said snake. Kaya said double dutch.
Hold up. What is Chinese jump rope?
Rachel, what is Chinese jump rope? I don't know. I wrote down the directions for the original game.
You said it backwards.
I said put the rope in the back of you, going over your head, and player must jump over the rope until the rope gets back to until they hit your feet. When they hit your feet, you out.
But Kaya, she only using one rope, so we can't double dutch.
All right, listen. Ain't no the next one is same rules apply using 2 ropes and rope swingers.
Double dutch.
See what I'm saying? Conspiracy.
I am.
All right. Next game. All players stand in a circle holding hands. They then walk around in that same circle, singing the game's anthem. At the end of the game, they all fall down. This game can also be played in a swimming pool to heighten fun level.
Ring around the Rosie.
What is it?
Ring around the Rosie.
Ring around the Rosie.
Well, I never played Ring around Rosie in a swimming pool.
Y'all ain't play with what?
No.
You gotta fall down and go under the water. Right.
Oh, that do make sense, but I never did that.
So wait, ring around the Rosie. Listen. So viewers, y'all telling me ain't nobody else but us play Ring Around the Rosie in the pool?
I ain't never played in the pool.
That was easy. You played it in the pool. We played it in the pool. So when you go down, everybody's supposed to go under, and you always got one person to throw off the circle because they scared to go under the water.
Clearly, y'all did that in the suburbs because ain't nobody playing Ring Around the Rosies in the hood.
Not in
no pool.
You go ahead and play Ring Around Rosie and Maccabee. See, want somebody jump across all of the players.
You was a child. Kids can play Ring Around Rosie.
Not in the hood, we don't.
Listen, you got pull up. You behind. You like she up by 4.
Byron played it in the pool, but
Get me some sports games.
Thank you, Byron. He played in the pool. Absolutely.
I ain't know.
You ain't played it on Pennsylvania Avenue.
All right.
Warren said Nine Maccabees. That's what I said.
Next game. All players participate by being the audience. The main player stands and attempts amateur comedy. The first player in the group to laugh is the next comedian up.
Make me laugh.
Make me You ain't play Make Me Laugh. Oh my goodness. Are you serious?
You ain't play that.
She played.
Oh my gosh.
You ain't
Make
play
me laugh.
Make me laugh. What? You ain't play.
Rachel said charades. That's close. That's close. No. But it's a comedian. It's real. It's just focused on comedy. Yes, Make Me Laugh.
Yes, Make Me. Keisha. Yes,
absolutely.
Thank
you gotta
you.
play Make Me Laugh. And if you
mix that with freeze melt.
You have to. I mean, there's a whole list of games you gotta play.
Kaya,
Make Me Laugh is usually
Kaya.
that usually come into play when you gotta stay on the front.
Yep.
Now we gotta sit on the step. So we gotta come up with the game on the front.
I'm going to tell you. Hold up. A lot of people saying they never heard of it, but what I gotta say is, Keisha grew up on the east side.
So what you
I
saying?
grew up on the west side. We didn't grow up together. No, what I'm saying is, this game has to be widespread because we didn't play together.
Yep.
And I knew what she was talking about. I lived on West Baltimore, that Sandtown, Lafayette and Curry. We played Make Me Laugh all the time.
That was the East Side game.
Johnny, why I gotta be old?
Okay.
Why I gotta be old, Johnny?
All right, next game. 2 players stand at opposite ends a distance away from each other. All other players stand in the middle. One player uses a plastic or rubber ball and makes an attempt to hit players in the middle. If no one is hit, the other player at the opposite end makes the same attempt. Players in the middle try to avoid the ball touching them. But if it does, they are out. This game continues until all players in the middle are out.
I want to say dodgeball.
Yes!
Okay.
We didn't play it like that.
Right.
Dodgeball like that? 2 people. So y'all don't have 2 people at the end? Who the runner? So the person that threw the ball got to go run and catch the ball too?
It's the way you word it.
Yeah, it was. It
because
sounded like
y'all
it was
not used to proper directions.
Right.
Like, yo.
All right, Johnny said dodge. Everybody said dodgeball. All right, y'all great. I think is this the last one? That was the last one. Oh, that was it. Y'all fast. Oh no, I'm sorry, I skipped the page.
I'm about to say you gotta have some more game.
Player. This is the next game, y'all. Player must place a thin plastic circle tube around his or her body. Using their body only, they must turn the tube around and around, not letting it hit the ground.
Hula hoop.
Hula hoop. Okay. Anybody got that one?
Practice.
Rachel said she was confused too. I'm sorry. This is
go.
my job. Yes, just did. Hula hoop. Y'all got it. Anybody else before we move on? Hula? Okay. Moving on. Not the last one. We got 3 more.
Did you listen to the rhythm of the hula hoop when they go around? The beads go.
If you have it in your hula hoop, I had $1
You
for
didn't
it.
have no beads in your hula hoop. I didn't want no hula hoop that didn't have no beads in it.
No, I had.
Hey, Lisa.
Hey, how you doing? Listen, we got 3 more. You gotta help us out, Lisa. You gotta figure out these games. Next game. All players stand a far distance from one player. Sorry, let me start over. All players stand a far distance from the one player. All the players are one end. The main player is at the front. Each player asks the one main player if they may take a certain amount of steps. The player stands alone. The player standing alone must decide whether or not to allow or deny the other player's request. The one of all the other players that reach the main player wins and goes next.
Wow. Mother may I.
Yo.
I can't hear you, Nico. Y'all, yes, Mother may I. Y'all.
That's watching.
Oh.
What you say, Nicole?
Yeah, who said? Mother May I?
That's
she got
crazy.
it. Mother May I.
That took me way back.
Mother May I.
I remember
Mother May I was so unfair because you always let your friend win. Like, no, you may take 2 steps back.
You had to turn around, but you still knew your friends' voices. But we made them
turn around.
No, we had to turn around. But yeah, you did cheat.
They cheated, but that's cool. Johnny said Mother May I. All right, y'all on it. Okay, next game.
Wait, what's the difference between Mother May I and Red Light, Green Light?
Next game.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You.
I tried, y'all. I tried to get y'all with the Red Light.
You will need 7 players to stand up to be it. All remaining players place their head down and their thumbs up. The 7 players will walk around and choose one player and hit their thumb. The person puts their thumb down. Once all the thumbs are down, the seated players will stand and try to guess which of the 7 players touched them. If they guess correctly, they switch places with that player. If they don't, they sit back down and they try again.
7 Up.
7 Up.
What the heck is 7 Up?
We played in school. We used to play
school
in
game.
school.
You didn't play 7 Up at all? Now listen, because Kaya said 7-Eleven. I'm still trying.
Kaya, 7-Eleven was the nasty game.
I was okay.
That's
I
the
thought
difference.
that was me. I was looking this up like, wasn't it?
7-Eleven was the boy chase girl game, where it was 7
Okay.
kisses and 11 humps. But we're not going to talk about that.
Lisa said that was not her
On the air.
generation. 7 Up wasn't your generation. Well, Lisa, you missed your. We done did a whole bunch.
Kaya,
of them.
you just let me play myself. If
William
that's how
Scott,
you feel. She
William
set me
Scott
up.
said tonk.
No, we not playing. Look, I told you, Uncle Chubb is messing with y'all. You gotta leave Uncle Chubb alone.
Okay, all right. I think this one. Yes, this is the last game.
Thank you, Julie. She explained red light, green light for me because you didn't.
All players must stand a distance away from the main player. The main player stands ahead and holds out both hands, yelling, "Red, yellow, or green light." This signals to all players that they can either run, walk, or stop altogether. The first player that reaches the main player and touches their hand wins.
I wonder what that is. I'm not
right.
Red light, green light.
Thank you, Julia. You done gave them the answer. Listen, y'all, we got to go through this next commercial break. When we come back, we about to go through some things that either stood the test of time.
Okay.
We're going to have a memorial service for the things that just didn't quite make it.
Yeah.
And we're going to show appreciation for the things that are reincarnated.
Okay.
We will be right back. Stay tuned.
Last time on Talk Lately.
Government. I don't understand why. Look, me, and I haven't said anything either. But this is my moment. Where this American Healthcare Act is. Oh, you all right? Ooh, a sneeze and a cough. How'd that work out? That sounds real difficult. Like, damn, sneezing is like you skipping a heartbeat. A cough is like you bringing up a lung. So it was like a sneeze and a cough. So you was dying twice. Because you was coughing, I was like, "You okay?" Achoo! What? How you fit that in there? So now back to the American Healthcare Act, because you're going to need that to get the cough and the sneeze together.
Live every Tuesday at 7 p.m. only on BeExposedRadio.com.
Ladies, are you in need of the best quality hair extensions, a cute outfit, or that perfect pair of shades? Pink Ice products can cover you from head to toe, from flawless weaves to apparel. Visit us online at pinkiceproducts.bigcartel.com. We're located at 3000 Old Alabama Road, 119-303, Alpharetta, Georgia. Or give us a call at 470-488-6484. Come on in and check out Pink Ice products today.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com, the home of Talk Lately with Monty, every Tuesday at 7 p.m. You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com, the home of Talk Lately with Monty, every Tuesday at 7 p.m.
Check out this flashback of the Artist Exchange Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com.
How did you know that this is what you wanted to do as far as being a singer or entertainer?
It's always been in me. It's always been a part of who I am since a child. Since a child, I've always gotten karaoke boxes, and I've always learned this song and solos in school and all of those things. And I met my Reflections actually in high school, and we were singing and we were singing back then, choral music.
Douglas High School.
Yes, quack, come on through here. So
2 G's in a day pass.
Okay, 2 G's in a bus pass, baby. It
used to be, of course.
It was destined. I feel like it was destined. My whole family sings. Everyone in my circle sings. It's like I just couldn't get away from it. I'm always gonna sing.
Where did your personality come from? Are you always this crazy?
Yes.
That's crazy.
Right? I woke up like this.
Okay.
And went to sleep like it too.
The Artist Exchange Radio Show every Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Every Saturday, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Real artist, real talk, real live on BeExposedRadio.com.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
We are back. So, before the commercial break, we played Name That Game, and Lisa said it wasn't her generation. I'm telling you, Lisa, you ain't played Jacks. Lisa, you played Jacks. Ain't nowhere in the world. What we had? We had Jacks, we had Hula Hoop, Mother May I, 7-Up, Hopscotch, Jump Rope, Double Dutch, Red Light, Green Light, Ring Around a Rosie, Make Me Laugh, Dodgeball. 10 of many games. What did they say? Games that we didn't have on here.
We didn't play? We didn't. What? That's my car.
That's my car. Listen, I was trying to figure out directions, but basically, you just say that's my car. You look at stuff you want.
I was expecting hide and seek.
Yeah, hide and seek. We still play that.
It's.
Yeah.
Listen, you are the co-host. You good at don't forget Cats in the Cradle. I always think of a song. Cats in the Cradle. Is that a game, right?
That's with the string. When you do this, ain't that it?
Is that what it is? I thought that was like arts and crafts. I don't know.
Arts and crafts, really?
You said string.
Yeah, we did the string. You put the string around your finger.
Oh, when you put the hand in?
Yes. And then you transfer it over to somebody else.
I know it actually.
Lisa said leg warmers need to die.
There you go. We said that. So let's go down the list. First of all, let's start with one thing that stood
Uncle Chubb said something
the test of time. What? Stone Soul Picnic at Drew Park. That stood the test of time?
No, it was
died?
a great memory that died.
It died off. Oh. My father loved the Stone Soul Picnic. Stood the test of time. Chicken boxes.
Yes.
Chicken boxes have stood the test of time, and
I ain't going nowhere.
And it ain't. They say black people love their chicken. I just think everybody loves chicken.
I heard a song. There's a song that a rapper from here made, a club rap song. It was like, oh man, how does it go?
He said, I want a chicken box,
and
because I'm from B-More.
And there's one with hot sauce. It's like 6 wings and fries with hot sauce or some crazy.
That was the song?
It's a song.
That's a lot of wings.
They talked about our chicken boxes. They talked about our Pocky books.
Oodles and noodles. Oodles and noodles
have stood
the test of time. Kaya says shoulder pads.
Oh wait, I gotta tell you, because my shirt on Sunday had shoulder pads.
I don't need no shoulder pads. I take them out every time.
The shoulder pads.
High top, freaky
Rees, yes.
Freaky Rees, Reeboks, crimps. Let me tell you about them crimps.
Keisha, you was the crimp queen.
How
and
you
them
know
pictures, I saw them pictures.
We did do crimps. They died.
They
Four square.
What's
four square? Lisa said 4 square. What's that? Is that a game?
Yeah, that's a game.
Oh, that's one of the games. Millie Vanilli. Sorry, it's separate. Millie Vanilli group, they died. They are on this list.
Well, David, technically, one of them actually did pass away from a drug overdose. So give a moment of silence for the Millie of the Millie and Vanilli. Okay, we're done.
Okay. Lisa said double belts. Did you wear double belts?
No.
Air Force Ones, I still love those. You mean they stood the test of time, Johnny?
Wait. Air Force Ones have stood the test of time.
Yeah, William Scott says silk sets, undershirts, and underwears to match.
Say what?
He said
Uncle
Chubby, what
undershirts and underwears. Let me tell you something, Lisa. I could wear a butterfly collar. Butterfly collars did die on off, but I'm sorry. I actually like I call because I always mess up my clothes. So I called them a bib.
Warren said Tussie didn't make it.
Oh, that was my joint. I used to steal my mom's Tussie.
The dip,
the red top.
Man, then you got bulls. If you stole your mom,
I used to steal my dudes.
I'm with you, Lisa. Lisa said she
after school specials. Let me tell you something. You remember that? I always think about that commercial when the father came in the room and was like, "Where did you learn that from?" And the boy had the drugs, and he was like, "I learned about watching you."
You all right? That's exactly how you used to say that forever.
Do they make cartoon cereal anymore?
Yes.
They do? They still make cartoon cereal?
You can get them from the dollar store, too. We was talking about Dollar Tree, but they do. Yes. Count Dracula, all of that. Yes, they still have
the Smurfs.
Slouch socks. Bell-bottom pants. They did.
I love them. I love my slouch socks.
All right, let's go down the list. Things that did make it. We have fans in the window. People still putting fans.
Oh, you gotta.
They ain't no choice. They ain't trying to die.
You turn it around backwards so you can suck the hot air out. Yes.
You know, people still do that with air, so they can. Yeah, you just said this. You can suck it out.
The hot air out. Mm-hmm.
Lighting the pilot light under the stove.
Well, you have to do that though.
I know, but that was a thing back in the day.
I didn't do it under the stove.
You know, I mean at the bottom.
I never had to go under.
I don't understand how when I was a kid I would go under the stove and light it with no problem. Now
it's hard to get to.
I'm terrified.
I mean, safety because it's gas.
I know, but I mean when you young, we lit it like it wasn't nothing.
We had kerosene heaters sitting on the floor in the middle of the living room.
That is
when
true.
We were younger, so
shell heads. Super Sunday bus pass.
They stood the test.
I don't even know what that is.
But Super Sunday bus pass?
Yeah.
Basically, it's the all-day pass.
Well, they still got that then. They made it.
Yeah.
What else? Butter cookies. Butter cookies have stood the test of time.
Look, I get them Danish cookies in a blue can.
Oh, yeah. That blue can. Listen, now,
listen,
y'all.
That's an
let me tell you about the blue can. Be careful, because now they marketing. They got these other blue cans that make you think you buying the real cookie. That's a setup. Yes. And don't you do it.
They sell them in the dollar store.
I know. Don't get those. Don't get those. That's not it.
They not the same one?
No.
They got smaller can.
That's
they
a
say
setup.
Danish,
but they know what I'm trying to listen. Just let you know the importance of this. They know that we love and we go by the blue can.
Ain't no question.
That now that's what they doing. They trying to come out with the blue cans though. So don't let them get you.
I only like one of the cookies. I don't like the ones with the crystal sugar on top. I don't like that.
I don't care. It used to be that point that I didn't. What is it? Marathon candy diet. Is that a candy? Marathon.
I don't remember that.
Using country Crocs for leftover.
Oh no, that ain't that. That's the stuff of time.
Like that's the time.
I got a country crack container in my refrigerator right now.
I'm serious.
Yes.
All right. So
Butter Crunch cookies, Byron. Yes.
He said, "Where's that?" Absolutely.
Oh my gosh.
I just felt the soft pack a couple months ago coming here. I was so excited. I'll try you.
Oh, he said,
"Welcome back, Crystal Pepsi."
Oh no,
that's reincarnated because I saw that
a couple months ago. They got him back out.
Stood the test of time. Lean on Me, Cooley High, Martin, Cosby Show, and Good Times.
Martin has definitely.
Hold up, the Jeffersons.
And the Jeffersons.
Yo, I be watching marathon, the Jefferson marathons.
I
mean, if you're going back that far, we gotta go back to Sanford and Son because I love
Sanford and Son as well.
That's what I'm saying.
They stood the test of time, and I'm sorry, it ain't too many shows out that can match. Martin, he joined this lineup. You know, because he's still fairly new in comparison to some of these older shows.
Right.
But Lean on Me, classic. Bozo the Clown. What is it? Did it stand? A Different World did stand the test of time. You absolutely right. Roseanne stood the test of time. LL Cool J, Flavor Flav, Ice-T, R. Kelly, and Denzel Washington. And y'all can hate on the Flavor Flav, but Flavor Flav is staying relevant, and I don't know how. But he's relevant. I'm serious. Betty White has stood the test of time. Crazy. Absolutely, Julia. But yes, I said LL Cool J. I'm gonna tell you why. That's the first name I thought about because he evolved and like you could see it. It wasn't like he was out, then he died off and came back. You know, he just been here.
Like Dougie Fresh.
Right.
Like Dougie Fresh, that's what he did. He was hot
Dougie Fresh
and he disappeared and then he came back.
I love Dougie, but let's be clear. Dougie has been singing the same song. I mean, like that's it. But I love him. I'm just saying. But that's what he do. I'm saying LL Cool J has evolved. Dougie Fresh is just like
it's funny because I was just watching L on Oprah's Master Class, right? And so he was talking about the evolution of how he started. You know, because he started as like a 13-year-old, and then he didn't get put on until he was 16.
Who you talking
LL Cool J.
Oh, okay.
You know.
Yeah. Listen, y'all, stay tuned. We still reading your comments. When we come back, we're gonna finish up this list, and then we're gonna give a memorial service for the things who just didn't quite make it. We'll be right back. Slam poetry, yes.
It has to
Man, it is what it is. Man, it is what it is. Well, it is what it is.
This fly T Miles, also known as Tyree Miles, and Mr. Miles the writer.
Hip Hop K, check us out every Friday on Be Exposed Radio at 9/11.
Coming to y'all soon.
Ladies, are you in need of the best quality hair extensions, a cute outfit, or that perfect pair of shades? Pink Ice products can cover you from head to toe, from flawless weaves to apparel. Visit us online at pinkiceproducts.bigcartel.com. We're located at 3000 Old Alabama Road, 119-303, Alpharetta, Georgia. Or give us a call at 470-488-6484. Come on in and check out Pink Ice products today.
Artist Exchange, the Artist Exchange, the Artist Exchange, the Artist Exchange, the Artist Exchange, Artist Exchange Live.
Hey everybody, check out what you missed on the one and only Be Inspired radio show.
I'm just thankful this year I've dealt with, you know, some growing pains, and I've overcome some things, and I've also, you know, accomplished some things in the process. I've learned some things. Like, I've learned, I learned that everybody loves your work until they got to pay for it. That's what I learned. I learned everybody loves what you do. I mean,
not always.
Listen, the Bible says money answereth all things.
Well,
okay, and there is a place. There is a place where finances is necessary. And when you got kids, and when you got a wife, and then you doing everything, and you know you top dog at what you do, especially when you weren't in the same place you, like with this radio show, you ain't in the same place you were a year ago. Should nobody be coming on the show and not donating to your show?
Can you say that on my show?
Should nobody be coming to your show?
Can you say that in the middle of the live?
Yeah, make that a promo, please.
Should nobody come on this show without donating?
Yes.
I don't care if it's $20.
Donate.
Tune in to Be Inspired every Wednesday live at 7 p.m. right here on Be Exposed Radio.
Monty, the executive producer here at BeExposedRadio.com, and I'm here to talk about my show. I know, how selfish, right? Talk Lately with me, Monty, every Tuesday at 7 p.m. So what do we talk about on this show? I can tell you this, there has never been a show that I have gotten completely through the full agenda, because our topics, our conversations are just that damn good. I cover politics, gossip, entertainment, and hey, I love a good panel discussion. Hey, get a group of people in here and let us debate it out. That is the best thing in the world.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
We left off on LL Cool J and some of his other comrades. We said Flavor Flav, Ice-T. Ice-T also evolved now, doing movies and stuff like that. Been out for a minute. Nobody wanted to really give it to R. Kelly, but R. Kelly did it. He's still here. That's all I'm saying. He was back in the day. Denzel Washington, Cicely Tyson, Felicia Rashad. These are people who we grew up with.
Right.
And they still working. Also, stood the test of time. Now, I don't know. We debated on if it was a reincarnation or stood the test of time. I think it stood. Chokers. Choker necklaces.
Yeah, that has definitely stood the test of time.
Yeah, it stood? Or Nicole said reincarnated.
Reincarnated.
They did disappear. Well, weird people kept wearing them. I'll say that. I just put myself out there. Weird people kept
like the emo
yes.
kids kept them alive.
So like
with the females wearing them now, I heard there's a totally different meaning.
There's a
I
meaning
know.
to it?
Wait till my book come out.
Wait, I need to know what the...
Okay, now.
You see how she stopped?
I need to know what the meaning is, because see, I have a tendency to do stuff that I see, and I don't realize it means something.
You better ask questions.
Well, I heard that if you wear it downtown Baltimore, like down in this area, as close as we are to the block, it signals that you're selling yourself.
Oh, okay.
Girl, I snatched it off. Lisa said Bonnie has to stay buried, but keep the song. I love you, you love me. Why not?
Why Bonnie
And-
gotta
and-
be buried?
Why Bonnie? Yeah, Bonnie.
And
Well,
like right
Lisa
now,
needs to
sneakers.
bury him. I don't want to bury him.
Right now, sneakers. So like Feli's has reincarnated.
Yeah, that's number one on the reincarnation list is
Felines
felines.
have come back out.
They should die. Chokers. She's
Oh, I love chokers.
Okay, stood the test of time. Finger waves have stood the test of time. Let me tell you, we had the crunchy finger waves, then it went to the soft finger waves, then it went to the finger waves. If you got short hair, you can't pin curl your hair finger waves. Now it's back to the hard finger waves. I mean, they ain't going nowhere. They've been here.
Who wearing hard finger waves now?
Lotto's back. What's that?
Yeah. Sneakers. Or tennis.
That's tennis?
Yeah.
Lotto? I ain't never heard of Lottos.
You've seen them because they used to.
They say in New York.
So they used to have the joint where you take the colors off. It was like a little box, a square, and you could take the color. You can interchange the colors like green and red. Yeah, those are Lottos.
I remember the tennis shoes that pump.
Yeah,
Which ones is
Reeboks.
those?
Reeboks.
Oh, okay. Lip liner and moles have stood the test of time. People still painting on their face and putting little moles right here on the side. With the outline. So I'm the only one that did that. I put them. My mole was right here. Always have been right here. Now they got real lip liners because we used to use eyeliner pencils.
Yes, I
and
still
paint.
use the eyeliner pencil, but we're not going to talk about that. But I only put a mole on a pimple that was just that bad.
Just did say, yes, Mo, you from around now. That's what she said. Huh? What?
I only put my only eyeliner a mole if I had a pimple. That was the only time
I put a mole every time. A mole, and I would just put Vaseline and lip liner. That's it. We already said it. Mario Brothers. Mario Brothers have evolved, man. They still
Absolutely.
Mario Kart, Mario whatever, somebody party, and all kind of Mario stuff. I mean, like they ain't going nowhere. Memorial services now. It's time. I can't be excited when I'm saying memorial services. More memorial services for. Now I said, but Lisha said they are still here, so they got to come off this list, and they might be on a reincarnation list. Fire hydrant pools. I didn't know that people still went swimming down to the fire hydrant. I didn't know they were still opening them up.
Yes.
But in my hood, it was like the whole block. Like it was real pools. But I didn't know that there were city pools that was open back then. I didn't go to the city pools when I grew up.
Even did I.
You didn't either?
Yeah,
So.
fire hydrant right on. We used to get in trouble all the time because I lived right on the corner of Drill and Robert.
Mm-hmm.
And we used to get in trouble all the time for opening that. They even put a lock on it at one point.
Man, and you ain't gonna keep them kids. They want that water. Officer Friendly. Officer Friendly didn't make it. He came to the schools and talked to us, but our kids.
He back.
He back now?
Yeah,
Well, he ain't got no choice to be back with all
He
this stuff
back.
that's
The
going
mayor,
on.
the mayor pulled him out of retirement. Officer Friendly program is back.
Officer Friendly. So Officer Friendly is now on a red car. They brought him on back.
Yeah, they brought him back.
Paper food stamps. They didn't make it. Which I call. No, I'm serious.
Hey, listen, under this administration, we might get it back.
Well, listen, paper food stamps is the first fraudulent activities for the youth because paper food stamps is how we hustle. You go take one of the dollars and buy you a 25-cent juice, and you take the other dollar and buy you a 25-cent bag of chips. Take the other dollar and buy you a bag of cookies or candy. You put all the change together, and then you get the lady across the street her cigarettes. That's how you do it. You know.
How you bring it
That's how y'all did that? Oh, because, I mean, we broke change to buy hot food. Because, back then, you wasn't supposed to buy, hot food with food stamps.
Yeah, well, this was not for us. This was the people that was like going there and do it so you can get me some cigarettes.
Right.
So we knew to something we knew we was doing something we had no business, but it was all hooked up. Julia said, "Dare." What was that acronym for? What was that?
Drug something.
McGruff. Yes. Y'all remember? Was it Officer McGruff?
Yes.
Yes. Black parties died. Yes.
Who was Dare? I want to know what Dare was.
Dare? I don't know. I remember it.
Was it drug awareness?
You making
I
up
don't
stuff,
know.
Maurice.
I don't know what. I don't know what the R&E for.
I don't know. Lisha gonna look it up because I don't know.
Because that's what I do.
The crime dog. Yes.
McGruff. Yes, I remember. Him.
Pickle pig feet. Now, pickle pig feet is still here, but it used to be a thing. Like we really used to go Pickle Pig Feet was at
in
school.
all the bars.
Oh wait a minute, we got.
There is the drug abuse resistance education.
See, I was close. Drugs.
When did that leave out? Was that under Clinton?
You
know, that was the whole.
This is minimized. This is
okay.
not the hype ain't there.
Yeah. So Pickle Pig Feet that didn't make it. I mean, it's still here, but it ain't like it used to be. The pink. Why was it pink? I mean, I know but the pickles.
A pickle
the onion pickle ain't
too.
I know, but the onion pickle ain't pink.
I don't know why.
That was an illusion. That was dye.
Pig feet. I didn't like the Pickle Pig Feet. I did like the ham hocks, the Pickle Pig knuckle, because it had that big hunk of meat, that sour tart.
You got it pickled?
Yeah.
I never had no pickled knuckle.
And they had the Pickle Pig knuckles right next to it. And my sister would get the pig foot, and I would get the knuckle.
You are Baltimore.
Yes, we used to get it from 909. And if you're from Sandtown, you know what 909 is.
You are Baltimore.
Rachel said she loved. Rachel said she loved going to the corner store and getting pickled sausages. Once at the city fair. Is that still here? The city fair? Or that's gone?
They still do it. Well, it's not the city fair.
This is your brain. This is your brain on drugs.
Yes.
Yes, with the right.
Any questions?
Yes. Keep it simple. Fishy woo woo. That
Cheers.
Yes. Fishy woo woo.
Oh, no.
Here we go. My name is Keisha and I'm here.
Everybody.
That's the intro to everything.
What about bag?
Oh yeah.
That was what it was. Yeah, it didn't make it. I'm sorry.
But it's you. We'll kick your tail.
I'm sorry, Maurice. Like he didn't play. You was on the court. We was your cheerleaders. You didn't know. Y'all wasn't paying attention.
Nah, I wasn't on the court. I was on the corner.
Well, we was your entertainment. You just wasn't looking. 5, 6, 7, 8. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What was that one? What's that song? I never heard that one. So you got call in just dear and sing it, cause I don't know.
5, 6, 7. I feel like that's a real cheer. 5, 6, 7, 8. Who do we appreciate?
All right. What we got here? French rolls, crunchy French rolls. Now, I told Lisha that I stuffed my French roll with a sock. I've done it, and Nicole, thank you.
Oh no!
But nobody told me it should be a black sock. Right? No. Like, why didn't they tell me that? Right.
Oh,
come on. Yes.
No.
Freddy Krueger. Let me tell you though, I love Freddy Krueger.
Fred Krueger.
Freddie or Michael?
Freddie.
All day.
Freddie, let me tell you why I love Freddy Krueger was so cool. Like, Michael Myers to me was the equivalent of like a psychopath. Like, just unnecessary. You know, Freddy Krueger was trying to recruit.
Yep.
You know, like he would be so slick, like, you know, you got the body, but I got I'm sorry. Freddy Krueger. This listen, the coldest thing ever. I don't know if y'all remember this episode. I don't even remember which Freddy Krueger it was, but it was the pool scene. And he made the water hot. And everybody had to jump out the pool. Listen, the man came out with the shotgun. Freddy Krueger walked past like, nigga, please. I'm sorry, like, what you about to do with that? And he just like went into the bush and just like went with a flame of fire. It was, oh my God. I love Freddy. Yes, all day. Powder on the chest in the summer. Lisa, listen.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to speak not on that.
You about to say you about Keisha?
No, I'm not. I'm here for the powder on the chest. Powder keep you, cool.
No, it does not. It balls up into these powder balls. Oh,
well,
no, I never did that.
Okay. So, V103, Frank Ski on V103. I'm sorry it didn't make it. V103 is still here, but after Frank Ski,
is it still?
It's not V103.
Is it not V103 anymore?
It's I don't know.
Wait a minute, is it V103 where he is? Ain't it?
Yeah.
In Atlanta.
Right. So is he still on V103 there?
Yeah, he is.
Oh, okay, but we don't got it no more.
I thought V103 turned into 92Q.
No, V103 was 102.7.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
right.
that I remember flat out.
WEDB.
The oyster carts and the fruit wagons. Y'all remember the horse? The horse still here.
The Arabs.
It ain't the same
The
horse,
Arabs.
It better not be the same horse.
It can't be the same horse, man.
The poor horse back.
Babies.
Yeah. You seen the Arab horse? The horse back is sunken in like it's little. Oh,
that's because that's not what it's intended. That's not DJ Booby back in the day. 92Q.
No,
that's fairly new.
DJ Booby and the cover parties. I'm telling y'all.
We talked about this and I didn't write it down before I forget.
Y'all don't know.
92Q and the Love Zone
with Dion.
Wait. If you ain't called 92Q and play a song for your boo, even if he was at the state penitentiary, if he was probably listening, then they said,
man, you had to call in.
Yes, and you weren't going to sleep till you heard you.
Yes, you had to keep listening. You stayed up to make sure that you heard your voice and you're recording and
yes, there's a right and a wrong way to love. Every night, I love it. I'm sorry. Yes, K Swift, but you know what? K Swift, rest in peace. K Swift. Why I keep saying K Swift? Because that's on this list. K Swift, rest in peace. But she's our generation, so she's still fairly.
K Swift
fairly
was
new.
she was on 92Q though.
Right. No, they put it on here.
Being on a
Byron, tell them about DJ Booby and the cover parties, because y'all just don't know. Our dances was lit.
I believe you. We wasn't invited.
What about being on the phone all night till you fall asleep?
You hang up. No, you hang up.
No, what about if my mother pick up the phone, just tell me.
Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing.
Just hang up. Shoot. Nicole said the same thing. What she say?
Recording songs off the radio and the cassette tape.
Oh.
No, learning the song.
Writing down the lyrics to the song.
I wrote down like every Tupac. Like that was Machiavelli was one of my. I'm sorry, one of my favorite.
How many times did you have to rewind the tape
to get the words?
Yes. Or like cut it all the way up and put your ear right to the thing. Like what? Then you just make up your own.
Did they say go to bed or she was dead?
Or have the joint where the commercial play. You know, have the commercial played on it, and you be jamming to the commercial.
Yes. Oh Lord.
I hate a commercial, so I don't know. I probably skipped that one. All right, let's go through it because we gotta go to commercial break. We said K Swiss, British Nikes, LA Giz,
British
Cool
Knights.
Reebok,
British Nike. It's a British Knights. And if you wore them outside of the 30 days that it was live, they called them BKs. They call them Burger Kings.
Right? I mean, Julia said dial-ups. Yes. 844-1212. What is that?
That was the on time.
That's the time, and that's also that was your best friend for when you want to make your boyfriend mad.
No, it don't work no more.
What?
It don't?
Yeah.
Number don't work.
That used to be the thing. You call tone. We call it the tone of time.
Yes.
I don't know what that was.
The project.
And you have a full conversation.
Project Nikes.
I used to call time when you know somebody's supposed to call you after late.
Yeah. So the phone wouldn't ring.
On the phone, so you call time, so the phone won't ring. You just click over.
Wait. Clicking over.
Like what?
That we didn't have that when we were younger.
Oh, clicking over? No.
Great conversations where you set somebody up that was talking about you.
The chat line.
Yeah. Oh, the chat line. The chat line. We're not going.
So much fun.
We're not about to get into the chat line. That's a whole nother show. All right. Yeah, we got 2 minutes. Sega Genesis didn't make it.
No.
In the House, Malcolm and Eddie, Homeboys from Outer Space, Leprechaun in the Hood, and Vampire in Brooklyn.
We need to do.
Vampire in Brooklyn.
I hate Vampire Brooklyn.
Like Vampire in Brooklyn.
But we really need to do an entire memorial service just for Flex, because Flex had a lot of potential. I love Flex. He had a lot of potential. Flex did What was the show that he did?
One-on-one.
He did one-on-one, and that was a good show. And then he messed around, did Homeboys in Outer Space, and then you ain't see this cat no more until Snakes in the Plane.
I love Flex. I'm not going to say anything. Rachel said, remember Call Breakthrough.
Yes.
Yeah, if you didn't
you
have
the
phone
phone
and you could
company
call
to
a
break
phone
it to
company.
the line.
Yes.
Wait a minute, Flex and Shanice have had a reality show for the last few years.
Yeah.
They got a reality show, so they've been
but that's recent.
behind the scenes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
But
So I'm sorry, Flex. You still my baby.
That used to be
You still my
crazy
baby.
too when they would break into the line when the
We
operator.
like, who is this? Alright, is this we have a collect call for like.
Oh, let your mother had to break into the line because you on the phone when they called.
Baby.
Oh,
my
yeah.
Y'all remember when the phones used to get cut off? Like, you know, when I hang up, if my phone will be cut off. Y'all ever had that before? So they'll cut it off while you on the phone. Oh, but you can stay on the phone while it's off. But you knew when I hung up.
I ain't know about that.
Yes, this is it. Right. Listen, the good old days. MC Hammer, Ross the Painter. Thanks to LJ. Ross the Painter on PBS.
Oh, yeah,
Vanilla Ice.
No, you can't skip over. You can't
Ross
skip
the
over
Painter?
like that.
Ross
the
the
guy
Painter,
that used to paint. We used to watch TV, and we
PBS.
literally would spend 30 minutes watching this man paint.
I love the sound of the paintbrush on the canvas, and I don't know, he was so calming.
What was that? Bob Ross, wasn't it? Or
Rob the Boss.
She said Rob the Boss.
Ross the Painter. Yes,
Bob Ross.
Ross. Just there.
TV went off.
Operated to cut through. Yes, we got that. Atari. When TV went off, yes. That's under the reincarnation list. When TV went off right after MASH. Y'all know that. MASH had to come.
Reincarnated though. It don't go off no more.
Is that on this one?
That should be on the Memorial.
Oh, it is on Memorial. I'm sorry.
Yes.
It's on Memorial. Reading Rainbow. That didn't make it. Yes, it on. And then
I thought they brought that back.
Reading Rainbow, did they?
So now it's on it, down on Fleet Street, right on Fleet Street.
Okay. Herringbones didn't quite make it.
Or Dookie Chains.
The Dookie Chains. Now, I put the Dookie Chains on the reincarnated list because these new rappers wearing these big chains.
Right.
Now.
But do you remember if your herringbone got bent, it was a wrap?
Yeah, it was over. It was over.
Lisa said Mr. Rogers. Yeah, Mr. Rogers. Yeah.
He was a pedophile, wasn't he?
What?
Was it?
I don't know, I just made that up in my head.
What? Like, you got the Mr. Rogers. He put his shoes on. He showed us how to tie
Pee Wee Herman.
Pee Wee Herman was a pedophile. Cookies. What about Cookies?
Charlie Bruto.
That's what I'm talking about, Ray.
Zoo.
Zubilee Zoo.
Zubilee Zoo.
That was.
Yes,
you don't know about Zubilee Zoo?
Adventures are waiting for you. So come on with us now. Welcome to Zubilee Zoo.
Zubilee Zoo. No. Do y'all remember? You probably won't remember. This is a song that doesn't end.
Yes, that was the Lamb Chops.
Yes. Cabs and Chesapeake.
Oh, Cabs and Chesapeake.
All right. We on the reincarnation list, y'all, but okay, we about to be done. Rachel. Nicole, how much, what is it? What did you say for the break? Now? Keep going. All right, reincarnation list. Let's go through this. Felines, we said that. Reincarnation. Jumpers. Jumpers is back now.
A word?
Well, if you can wear a romper, then I'm assuming you can wear a jumper.
Technically, yes.
No? We had rompers when we were little, too. I don't know if y'all realize it, but when we were younger, rompers were the thing. But see, the rompers that we had like gathering at the bottom. Like, it was just like, you don't remember
What is that? When the leg,
the legs on the
pants
pants leg? I don't know.
The elastic, I couldn't do that. Soul Train, is it still here? They tried to bring it back a couple years ago because I remember Shamar Moore was doing it.
You know what stood the test of time? Saturday Night Live.
Saturday Night, yes, they did.
Yes, they did.
Yes, they did.
They lasted. Because I remember.
They ain't went nowhere. They ain't going nowhere.
I remember Eddie Murphy.
Nowhere.
Eddie Murphy on Saturday Night Live. We used to get in trouble trying to
reincarnation flight jackets.
Oh, yes.
I thought flight jackets was members only jackets. That's not the same thing? No?
Flight jackets are the puffy. When you touch it.
Y'all remember Grey Goose?
Yeah.
Is that what it's called? The feather? The
First Downs.
Yeah.
First Downs. Yeah, that's a man Moochie got a memory with that one. My daughter's father was before he was murdered, he was doing whatever he was doing in my car, supposedly. This is what the girl told me. She had a feather down jacket and the feathers were coming out of the jacket. And he made her, she was like, he made me pick up every piece of the feathers. That was because he said, if you see one feather on the floor, you would know somebody was in your car.
Oh, that is sad.
I'm sorry.
I'm going to say,
Triple fat goose? Yes, Johnny. Yeah, what?
But first,
lambskins.
I had one.
Lambskin.
Wasn't that suede?
What?
It wasn't like suede.
Well, if you turn the leather inside out, it feels like suede.
Oh, okay. So that's what I thought it was.
Mm-hmm.
I heard.
But lambskin was just, it was really just the lamb skin. They just shaved off the hair.
Oh, I had lambskin money.
I ain't had that either.
I thought he was talking about condoms.
We
I'm
said
sorry.
one.
I was just gonna be honest. That's why I was just sitting there like
lambskin. I didn't. I wasn't privy to that one either. Onesies. Now, so you said onesies to the onesies back in the day.
Yes.
With the zipper.
Then you see all the single ladies, they had the onesie on.
Oh, every time you say that, I think you're talking about that. So you mean the onesies that snap at the bottom?
Yeah.
So I
thought they were called leotard, right? That's what I thought.
They only leotards if you don't, not the ones that snap.
Rachel said, "What is that, velvet?" Listen, I heard that for my whole middle school year. I told you that my mother bought me some turquoise blue suede Reeboks. And if me and my cousin were still speaking right now, she could attest to that. In the all time, when you get a pair of tennis shoes for school, you know what they go to change.
No, okay, so I had the bright orange Feli's high tops. After Feli's was wearing out, like not when it was hot, like when it was.
I can do you one better. So like my first summer job, right? So I go out and I go to downtown locker room, and I buy. Now, mind you, it's summertime. I buy this long sleeve green shirt with the orange octagon with a black velvet man playing cricket. It was a Lecoq Sport t-shirt. Yes. Right? The shirt was $100. Oh, wow. Right? With, now, mind you, I just told you my first summer job. Summer job. So my check was only like maybe $185, and I spent $100 on this one shirt. So I come home, I got this shirt. My mother was like, where the rest of it? I'm like, oh, I thought you was going to help me get my... She was like, oh, so you going to wear that shirt every day, huh?
Every day.
She made you wear that shirt.
She was like, you going to wear that shirt every day, huh?
Listen, because the show is about to be over. I'm going to ask y'all this one question before we end, then we're going to have to, we'll talk about next week. Your best hood meal. Just give me your meal. What's your all-time favorite?
Turkey, sausage, egg, and cheese on wheat toast.
Turkey sausage with butter or jelly or both?
Neither.
Okay. No butter, no jelly. What's yours?
Beans and hot dogs.
Really? My I don't know. Old school for me. I got to say like turkey wings. I actually want a plate. I'm sorry.
You said hood meals.
Turkey wings to me was a hood meal.
Turkey wings and
gravy.
Yeah, turkey wings.
That wasn't a hood meal for you?
People still eat them now. Like
I know, but I mean to me. Okay, let me not. I'm going to say turkey wings, but let me just be clear. Anything with gravy.
Anything with gravy?
Basically.
Then everything I eat is a hood meal.
But that's all because when I think hood, I think about like your grandmother or somebody. When I come in the house,
comfort
it's something food. Right. It's something about like a brew, that smell. Bean. Okay, maybe I'll say beans. But go ahead.
I understand where you're coming from that, because for me, it would be liver and onion.
Right. Something about the gravy.
Comfort food.
Right.
Comfort food.
Oh, well, see, I eat like that every day. Like that, what you're talking about, I eat like that every day.
No,
like
but I'm saying, if those meals take me back to that, and nobody beans and stuff, like anything with gravy, nothing can touch my father.
What take me back is when my father used to make them beans and hot dogs, and he loved his beans and hot dogs. That took me back to
that's
like
what a lot of people
say.
said. Johnny said pork and beans and ground beef. Warren said fried white potato. Yes, potatoes and onions.
Oh my God.
Justin said government cheese. Best macaroni. Fried bologna. Okay, 30 seconds. And Lisa said scramble and grits. Let me tell you something. Grits I'm going to always choose grits. This is it, right? Listen, I want to thank everyone for participating and tuning in with us tonight. Thank you to my guest, Mr. Maurice Good, my co-host, Ms. Lisa G. Next week, we won't be here.
Unfortunately.
Because we about to be down to the islands.
We're going down.
The goal is to try to go live somewhere. But don't judge us, because from the time we hit that "Thank you for visiting Maryland" sign until "Thank you for coming to Maryland," you know, there's gonna be some goings on. So we will try to go live while we're there, but we will play a Sunset Soul show on next week, to my knowledge, right? Yes, it'll still play, and you can always go back if you miss us. Hopefully you do miss us. You can always go to our page. You can always go to Be Exposed Radio and check out any older show that we have. YouTube Live, all of the old shows are there. So if you need a little Sunset Soul fix, it's always available. Thank you again for everyone who tuned in.
Wow.
Ray, Lisa, Johnny, Justin, Nicole, Warren, everyone, Rachel, of course, everyone who participated in the games and all. I really, really, really appreciate it so much. And we will see you week after next. I feel like they whisper and talk about me.
No.
But,
No,
say no.
No, we shouting out Warren over here.
Bye.
'50s, late '40s, early '50s. That's not uncommon. It's a lot of. I mean, I can give you examples like that.
But it's a good thing he's dead, because she can actually move on. Like, you can't move on. If he was alive, if he was alive and she found out she was having sex with her father for 15